The Wheels of Freedom, a history of the bicycle. Before the bicycle, people walked. If they were lucky, they rode a horse or a carriage. But what if you wanted to travel faster than walking, yet didn't own a stable? The journey to the perfect self-propelled machine began long ago, driven by the simple human need for speed and freedom. Fact: the very first two-wheeled machine was called the loft machine, or running machine. It was invented in 1817 by a German baron named Aloysius. This early cycle, later known as the Dreisine, had no pedals. The riders sat on a wooden beam and pushed off the ground with their feet to move forward, steering with the front wheel. The Dreisine was a curiosity, but messy. Pushing your feet through mud and dust was no fun. Detail: a major breakthrough came in the 1860s when a Frenchman named Emile, or a few others, the story is debated, first attached cranks and pedals directly to the front wheel. This new machine was called the velocipede, or fast foot, but quickly earned the nickname the bone shaker. Fact: its iron tires and rigid wooden frame made for a terribly bumpy ride. It was fast, but rattled every bone in your body. Inventors knew a better solution was needed to smooth out the ride. The answer to speed was simple mechanics. In 1870, a clever engineer named Alistair developed the high-wheel bicycle, or penny farthing. Detail: to go faster, you needed a bigger wheel. Since the pedals were still on the front axle, a massive front wheel meant more distance covered with every rotation. The penny farthing was speedy and elegant, but it was dangerous. Fact: the rider sat high above the center of gravity. If the front wheel hit a stone, the rider was often thrown violently over the handlebars in a move called a header. Only the brave, or perhaps reckless, dared to ride. The final and most critical invention was the safety bicycle. Detail: it brought the wheels back to an equal size and moved the pedals to the center, driving the rear wheel with a chain. The front-wheel drive was gone forever. This safe, chain-driven model, perfected by Alistair's nephew, looked much like the bicycles we know today. One last detail was needed to make the ride truly comfortable: air. Fact: in 1888, a veterinarian named Lachlan invented the pneumatic, air-filled tire for his son's tricycle. The air cushion smoothed out the journey, turning a rough ride into a glide. The safety bicycle with pneumatic tires sparked a global cycling boom. Detail: it was a vehicle